What is the matrix, and can you really escape the matrix? You all have heard this kind of phrase like the matrix that's actually around you. You go to work, everyone is unhappy of their lives. It's like they're running in a never ending cycle, like a loop, like a black hole of endless needs that's sucking the life out of them. So you can see also in the movie Matrix that there was the guy Leo, and he said, "Choose your pill. You want the blue or you want the red." So what is this concept? Is it even real? Well, a part of it is real. I mean, look, what's happening these days? The governments are running the citizens to work their jobs based on a stipend, based on a salary. But what is a salary? I know what you might actually say also because I take the things further. You probably say salary is the compensation based on the money you achieve based on the hours you put in for your work so you can get some work done. But that's not the really thing that the stipend or the money is. Money, if you be asked what's money? The answer to that is that money is like a tool to control people, because if you have this tool you can make people work grinding hours and do whatever they want. They can buy their lives. Imagine what the governments are doing, and it's completely legal. They print the money out of thin air, and they have that, and they say, "Hey, you guys, for example, go at in the morning until the evening, do this kind of jobs," and they'd be like, "No, we're not going to do it." But they're gonna be like, "Okay, we pay you this much, we pay you more," and everybody has a price, and then they will accept and do it. So they are being bought so that they can actually have this kind of a grinding kind of field going on, and they can actually pump it. Everyone is doing it. Like you can see school teachers are doing it, people in the industries are doing it, and a lot of people work for the sake of making the money, and they don't like what they do. Imagine the question at the school, you'd be asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And when you're grown, you'd be like, "Well, this is not what I was hoping for." Well, welcome to the real life. By the way, if you like the video, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what you guys think, because I'm curious to know. So when you actually go to the real life, you see that you have got something that basically a lot of factors have pushed you to be there. Whether it's your parents, because parents, mom and dad, psychologically, indirectly, do a lot of things to us. They push us to be a better version of them. That's so true. That's why a lot of people have traumas because of the things that their parents have done to them. Perhaps they wanted the best, but I mean, our parents did not really study a book how to do the parenting, right? So these kind of things actually happen. Other than that, you might be curious and you might be saying like, "Okay, Momo, but how can we apply this in the real life?" Well, it depends. It depends what your purpose is. If you're trying to actually, become independent, just working 9 to 5, being physically locked to a location, try to have this life for 10 plus years. I mean, in the past it was like that. Our grandparents actually did that, but these days, thanks to the internet, there are a lot of people doing whatever they like, and they're monetizing off it. There are children actually who are unboxing the toys and putting it online on TikTok and making money off that. That's a dream for anyone. The children will literally pay to get the toys to actually unbox. So the internet has opened a vast majority of opportunities these days. But majority of people are saying they're stuck in their head like the old system of making the money. Okay, I have to show up at the work, say hello boss, and then do this kind of task, watch the hours to go by, do the minimum work so that I can get by the day, then go back home, and I don't like my life, so I will be watching Netflix and I will be like, "Hey, I don't really like my life." So that's what most people are doing, and that's a cycle that is flawed if you look at it. Because if you work for money, the money is going to run away from you, and you're gonna be getting some money, but then you're gonna spend it all so that you can feel happy, and then you leave for the weekends, and throughout the days of the week you work all the time so that you can have fun just a little bit on the weekend, like 2 days of the weekend. But at the same time you feel like, I should have done something better. Some could have been but never have been. Imagine this. Let me take it further. It's going to be really interesting. Imagine that you would one day end, and it will happen for all of us. That's the cycle of life, by the way. I'm not gonna be like optimist. I'm gonna be realist on this. We all are gonna leave this world, and we're gonna actually enter the next world. So we're gonna die. When you die, who would you be? Who would you be remembered as? Like a doctor, a guy, a girl who has done what exactly in their lives? Who was a great person? What were the achievement? What would they put on there? So what did you get in your life? Nothing? Well, you have wasted your time then. And these days it's really easy to be wasting the time, because you take this, you go on your phone for a few hours per day watching TikToks, watching cats dancing, watching some weird nonsense that you'll be like, wow, man, 5 hours I watched this shit, I didn't get anything done. Well, guess what? The people who make this kind of device and make those apps would know how to use the psychology so that you would be hooked in the app, and the reels, the feed of your social media exactly know what you like. The algorithm has learned exactly what you like. So they would give you that exactly after like 5 or 10 posts. So you would be intrigued to watch more. And that's how they keep you addicted to your devices. But look at these days, like a lot of teenagers, they watch reels 5-6 hours per day. And that's how they get by. And the big kind of companies are selling advertisement by a huge margin to those kind of applications, and they're just watching the ads and feeling like, okay. And these applications are also banned in a few countries, like in China. They have banned the TikTok, and they have made a new version of the TikTok. This is really interesting. The Chinese TikTok doesn't show you everything that it's seen in the other countries. What it shows you is some people are studying, some people graduating, some people getting a job, and that way the kind of teaching the youth to push forward to become a better version of them. But other countries, you would be just stuck on the feed, and you would be just seeing some stuff that is like, hey, fake dopamine, some random food in the streets, some people doing some stuff, some funny things, a guy like doing a weird thing that doesn't really make sense, but those are highlighted. Why? It's like the circle of the, what is that? There was a really good phrase for that. You know, in the Rome there is a Colosseum. That's the circus that they make so that you will be entertained. So you will be like, okay, yeah, so once you have time, let's watch some reels, and then let's watch millionaires kick a ball and call it football, and then say they won. By the way, I have a video exactly on that for the football, what happens when you watch a football and what they actually do. Because, yeah, I know a lot of people love footballs, including some of my mates. It's alright, man. You want to enjoy your time sometimes. But know what's the bigger image behind it, because it's not exactly what you know. Those people who are actually in that arena is exactly the replica of the Colosseum. They are right there monetizing millions of dollars just to kick a ball. It's not very important to kick a ball. It doesn't matter. They win or another team wins. What's the important thing? Okay, this is the cup. You give the cup to this team. They win. Why? What's the meaning of any of this? It's meaningless. Do you understand? And you watch for hours and say, yeah, Cristiano has the ball. Okay, now Messi has the ball. Oh, they shoot. Wow, bicycle kick. Well, we all have watched the football. If something is free, you're the product. Why is the football on TV free? Because they're trying to shift your mind to some nonsense, so you'll be too busy. It's like what they say at the ancient time of Rome. They said, give the people the bread and entertainment, and you can control them. That's what has been done these days. You have the food, which is accessible, and you have also the entertainment of Netflix or football or these things, which doesn't make sense. I mean, look at the movies you watch. They're exactly indirectly teaching you some stuff in those movies. It's not a conspiracy theory, it's exactly what's happening in your eyes, and you're witnessing this nowadays. So you can refer to that video. I go deep into the details, and that's an interesting one. And yeah, let me know, guys, what you think, because this channel is for your gain, and I would like to teach you some good stuff that teachers at school or never teach you, because well, your teacher doesn't really feel satisfied with his or her life. They just want to get the paycheck and go home and just, you know, that's the thing. That's a problem of the society. No one cares, and everyone is just living their lives. It's like everyone put their head in the snow and they say, yeah, it's just dark, but it's not the thing. So you need to clarify these things for yourself. Once you clarify, you can understand what works for you, and then you will be far ahead of other people, because most people, they don't really even care about these things. They're like, yeah, whatever, so be it. And yeah, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys in the next one. You can watch one of these two videos that pop up on the screen, by the way. And curious to know what you guys think about also these videos. Yeah, feel free to shoot in the comments. Yeah.